Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we have the opportunity to have not one, but two Philadelphia Eagles cross the 1,000-yard mark. And we're not talking about week 16 or 17. We're talking week 14 versus the Giants. Today, we talk about that. We also talk about the Eagles and Giants injury report. There's some interesting things there. And I just want to say sorry to Miles Sanders. Y'all know I believed in him. I don't know if y'all want to say sorry. I know y'all believed in him. But we did say some things.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today, we got a lot to get into. Happy Football Friday. Hopefully, all y'all are good. Now, we got these two getting 1K this week, or have an opportunity to get 1K. Can Philly Mike get 1K on the like button? Then it will be 3 Philadelphia Eagle people to get 1K before or after Sunday at 4 o'clock. Also, there's a link in the description called the Chalkboard app. We just trying to get to 500 on that. We talk Eagle news behind the YouTube scenes. It's free for Android and Apple users. Let's get into it. Now, first I want to talk about both these guys in its totality. A.J. Brown has 950 yards, and Miles Sanders has 924 yards. I can see them both getting 1K this Sunday versus the Giants. Let me know in the comment section. Do you believe just A.J. will? Just Miles will? There is some rain. Or will both them get it? Let me know in the comment section. Oh, by the way, they both have 9 touchdowns as well. Here's the thing. Before we talked about some of the things that were said about Miles Sanders in the offseason and during this season, I just want to say, when you look at the Eagles, a lot of fans, including myself, get swept up in the passing game and A.J. Brown's stats and big games. We don't give as much credit to Miles Sanders. We look at what Jalen Hurts does in the run game, Kenny G, Boston helping out, but Miles Sanders has almost 1,000 yards, will have it by week 14 through my eyes, and 9 touchdowns. Talk about playing his best football in a contract year. And when I say we said some things, but we all believed in him, I dropped a video of him and John Clark talking. What did Miles Sanders say he needs? More opportunities. Philly Mike said multiple times, health and opportunities. You give that to him, and he'll be a beast. He got it, and he's been a beast. Top 5 running back, for sure. I don't care what anybody says. Now, when I look at Miles Sanders, I want him back. But what are the front office people thinking? We do got Kenny G. We do have like 13, 14, 15 free agents to sign. Jalen Hurts' contract is coming up. And Miles played himself into a good contract. Remember, running backs only get one good payday, especially in today's game, with the multiple bags and not paying them that old and blah, 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 blah. We said if Miles does really good like he is, he's walking. If he does bad, we're letting him walk. Could we have stepped on his toes in the sense that Howie believes in him, Miles believes in the Eagles, and there could be some middle ground? There might be some middle ground. Miles Sanders does love this team, and he fits perfectly alongside Jalen Hurts. He really does. He's not a complainer, he's a grinder, and he's grown as a rusher. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He might be able to find a way with Howie Roseman's cap skills and loving the Eagles to get this done. A lot of people are just writing it off, but he deserves some credit for this 11-1, soon to be 12-1 start. Everybody does. From Hurts to Sanders to Brown to Smitty to the O-line to Goddard to tight ends to the coaching staff to y'all and the whole defense. We all deserve a little bit, for sure, and all the great content creators and fans out there. But, Miles Sanders, we all appreciate you as much as we appreciate all the other Eagles. That's pretty much what I really wanted to say. Let's get to the injury report real quick. So Sean Bradley hamstring is ruled out. Quez Watkins shoulder and Kyzir White's knee don't have a game status and are expected to play. So Kyzir White's playing. That does not mean we will not see Nakobe Dean. He had to have open eyes. He had to have open eyes in this last performance. He opened mine. He opened other Eagle content creators. He opened the fan bases. How didn't he open Jonathan Gannon? He had to. Let him get into the rotation. Let him get into the rotation a couple snaps like he did with Davis early in the season. Do it to Kobe Dean. I still like White. I still like TJ Edwards, but I want to see some to Kobe Dean. Next, Avonte Maddox practiced again today and will have to be active by 4 p.m. tomorrow to play. He ain't fully active. They opened a 21-day practice window, but he never fully made him active, so there's a chance he don't play. Josiah Scott would have to step up in his absence, like Reed Blankenship's been doing for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Shout out to my guy, the dreaded Eagle, sent me the highlights of Reed Blankenship in college. I made a quick short, YouTube short of Reed Blankenship, YouTube short of the water drill the Eagles were doing. They're doing a new drill in practice, spraying Covey with water as he was catching punts because it might rain in the Meadowlands. Anyways, a couple shorts if you want to check that out. But shout out to the dreaded Eagle. Covey was flying. Reed Blankenship was flying in college. Under the radar. Undrafted rookie free agent. Love the signing. But back to the injury report. Avonte Maddox might miss. I don't see it as a big deal. I want him to be healthy before he steps out on the field, especially if it's a leg injury. They got to run. So I'm not worried about that. If he's good, he's good. If he's not, he's not. This is very interesting. Two reasons. It's their best player. Giants are listing running back Saquon Barkley as questionable for Sunday versus the Eagles due to a neck injury. Running backs get hit almost every time they touch the ball. It either ends with a touchdown, out of bounds, or being tackled. A neck injury is no joke. Now, here's my take. The only sliver chance of hope the Giants have to beat us is a big Saquon Barkley game. Not necessarily just running the ball, catching the ball, and just being a decoy out there so Jones can hit Slayton on play action and blah, 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 right? Without him, they really got no chance. Plus, Saquon Barkley is on one of my fantasy teams, and I could use some stats. I don't really got the people to sub him out with now because I'm a little short-handed with some injuries myself. All that being said, I always take the Eagles over my fantasy team. That's just for sure. But it is interesting that he has popped up as questionable. Still has a chance to play, but questionable for this game. I didn't hear nothing throughout the week. Now I'm hearing it, and I find it interesting. Anyways, like I said, Miles Sanders, A.J. Brown, both have an opportunity to get 1K. We'll figure out the 15 or 14 free agents this offseason when it's time to talk about it. Right now, you can't get focused with anything but winning football games, winning the division, having the playoffs come through Philly, and then possibly hosting the Lombardi Trophy. With that being said, it's around that 8-minute mark. I'm going to be ending this soon. Put that muscle emoji in the chat. Y'all been killing it. Everybody who's been commenting the muscle emoji, I appreciate y'all. Some new people that haven't commented much are commenting, and all the old reliables are definitely commenting. Like I said, 1K for Miles, he only needs but 76 yards, 50 yards for A.J. Brown. Miles should get it, especially if it rains and we run the ball. A.J. got to get a 50 piece. Come on. He got this. But listen, there's another person that needs to get 1K too. Me. Let's get 1K likes on this video so we can get a 3-piece 1K celebration after Sunday's game. I know y'all going to get me 1K on the play-by-plays. Y'all always do. Shout out to y'all. Let's see if we can get it on a video. And leave your thoughts in the comment section as it pertains to all this stuff. I can't wait for Sunday, 1 o'clock. Got to get my crown. Gonna take it easy, but I appreciate y'all. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.